to get the jobs. Now AI is there, then various skills it is been given, artificial intelligence is there, data analysis is there, data science is there. But to get into this, you must have certain expertise and you must have certain information about it, right? So more information about the scholarship is, can I have the next slide? Right. So empowering through scholarship. So various scholarship opportunities are available. So basically scholarship is nothing but the having certain financial aid. आर्थिक दृष्ट्या मदत मिळणे. पण आमचे सर नेहमी म्हणतात वेन एव्हर यू आर गेटिंग सर्टन फायनान्शियल एड, स्कॉलरशिप ही अशी एक गोष्ट आहे की जिथे आपल्याला त्या आर्थिक मिळालेल्या मदतीची परतफेड करावी लागत नाही. सो अंडरस्टँडिंग ऑफ द स्कॉलरशिप इज इम्पॉर्टंट टुडे. वी नो द व्हॉट आर द We know the scholarships are available. You guys must be aware about the government scholarship which has been provided by the DTE or AICTE. You must be aware about the various scholarship which is given by the banks, certain merit-based scholarship which is given by the various educational institutions. But there are various options are available in the scholarship which is given by the corporates as well, right? So how to get that scholarship? What are the options are available, where to apply for this scholarship, and what are the platforms are available from which you will get the information about that scholarship, that we are going to discuss it today. So these are the various platforms are available. On these particular platforms, you are in a position to understand the scholarships availability based on the courses which you wanted to go for. There are certain scholarships available for the girl or for the boy who is wanted to go for 11th, 12th, or maybe for the graduation. Certain scholarships are available for the post-graduation courses like MBA or PGDM. So Buddy for Study, MahaDBT, scholarship.com, then Vidya Sarathi, and National Scholarship Portal. These are the various portals on which you can just visit and check out the scholarships available. So whenever you see the scholarship which is available, there under each scholarship various eligibilities are given. So applying for the scholarship is easy. To apply for the scholarship, we must understand what are the needs that we are looking for. So we know that every bank is providing the education loan. पण प्रत्येकालाच education loan मिळेलच असं नाही. शिक्षणाचे खर्च बघता आणि जेव्हा आपण एज्युकेशन लोन घेतो आहे ते घेतलेलं लोन हे परतफेड करणं खूप गरजेचं असतं. सो ॲज आय मेन्शन इन माय फर्स्ट स्लाइड इटसेल्फ, जेव्हा आपण स्कॉलरशिप म्हणतोय ती आर्थिक जी मदत आहे ती आपल्याला परत करायची नसते. त्यामुळे त्या आर्थिक मदतीमुळे तुम्हाला एक मोठ्या कुठल्या फ्युचर अपॉर्च्युनिटीजसाठी आयदर यू गो फॉर द डोमेस्टिक एज्युकेशन और आयदर यू गो फॉर द इंटरनॅशनल एज्युकेशन. सो हॅविंग द अंडरस्टँडिंग ऑफ द स्कॉलरशिप, where to apply, how to apply, what are the criteria to apply, what are the do's and don'ts when we apply for the scholarship is important. So as I can see the students sitting here, you probably looking for the, your masters in the abroad. So going abroad is not easy, right? Paying fees in the lakhs, then having certain secured loans where you have to mortgage your own house or certain huge security to get the fees paid, or maybe either to at least have a merit-based scholarship from the particular university. If anybody wants to apply for the Stanford University, if I wanted to apply, then I must be in a position to understand the fees and is there any option to get the scholarship from the Stanford University to get into the particular admitted or get into the particular course, right? But to apply the scholarship for the Stanford, which is being provided by the university, you must be in a position to understand how to apply. What are the do's and don'ts when we apply for these kind of scholarship? There are certain corporates which provides the scholarship under corporate social responsibility. Nowadays, CSR is one of the major factor for each company. According to the CSR Act, every company has to provide certain scholarship and that CSR must be mapped with your ESG. What is the meaning of ESG, anyone? ESG. ESG is nothing but the environmental sustainability goals, right? So CSR mapped with the environmentally sustainable goals, where some of the criteria are like women empowerment, higher education, right? So where fuel comes into existence. We provide a certain scholarship to the various students for the future skills, certain scholarships to the women for the women empowerment. So there are certain corporate scholarships are also available, that how to apply for it is also important. So as we mentioned the type of scholarship and who are the provider for the scholarship, there are some national, international, state, private and corporate scholarships are available. And also, as I mentioned, Fuel very closely works with the corporate scholarships and the CSR fund given by the various corporates like HDFC. Do you know that HDFC Bank provide the scholarship? In the last 2 months, HDFC has announced their scholarship, and they have called for 10,000 applications for the same. But due to the lack of knowledge how to apply for the scholarship, due to they must have missed the deadline, or maybe some of the students have filled the form at the last day of the particular date which is given by the HDFC Bank. So out of 10,000, only 3,000 applications been received for the scholarship. We are very keen to know more about the educational loan which is provided by the bank, where we have to repay that particular loan. But is this facility, as this facility is very easily available for us, but we are like, as me or other students, we are not very comfortable to look for these kind of avenues, right? So as you know the platform now, if you guys are looking for the scholarship to go for the foreign studies, you can visit these platforms to get the information on it. So as we mentioned, the type and the provider of the scholarship, we have the certain criteria to get this scholarship, right? So as we mentioned, the criteria are certain scholarship are the merit-based scholarship, as one of the students have answered very confidently. Second, we have a talent-based and a sports-based scholarship as well. If any one of you is very, very good in sport, and if you wanted to apply abroad, you can search of the various universities who provide the sports scholarship. So basis on the development, basis on the improvement which you have done in the field of sports, you can apply for that kind of scholarship. But to apply for the scholarship, to do the research for the scholarship, we have certain platforms which I have already told you, and the research and understanding of the eligibility is also important. Also, we have certain scholarship which is also called as crisis-based scholarship. As we know that everyone has faced the COVID situation, and some of the students have lost their parents as well. So that is nothing but the crisis-based scholarship which is provided by the various corporates. So like losing a parents is a big thing for any child. So to go forward for his own or her own future avenues, that these scholarship will be provided by the various corporates. So as I told you that about the Fuel, what we do, we provide the various scholarships supported by the corporates. If you wanted to go for the higher education, we have the various scholarships. If you wanted to go for the future skills, the short-term courses, we have the scholarships for that as well. So when we are talking about the future skill, as one of the student mentioned that she has only fundamental knowledge of the marketing. But what about the marketing analytics? What about the predictive analytics? So that is the future skills. What about the using the data science and AI to know and to track about your customers' behavior related to your product? So that is the future skill is required, and various universities are provide the short-term courses for it, and I am also providing it. But still, by seeing the fees of these courses, you can go for the scholarships under the future skills. So these are the various global partners, as I have mentioned, we have where we are having the very nice collaboration with them to get the corporate partners. So when we are saying that why awareness of the scholarship is important and why it is critical to know the knowledge of the scholarship, as I know, as I've asked the question, what is the scholarship, none of you have given the answer. Maybe you guys have not interest, or maybe you guys have bored because they must have make you sit here for the session. But anyhow, but I got to know that none of you are aware about the scholarship, and you must have paid the fees of it. But whenever you have paid the fees, you must have visited the particular website. तो आपको भी कोई एक scholarship मिल जाती, शायद HDFC की मिलती या शायद फुजित्सु की मिलती, because we have the students in our college where these students have got the scholarship from the Fujitsu to do their BBA. So these are the CSR and the corporate scholarship we are talking about. So the platforms which I have mentioned, the Buddy for Study or the National Portal of Scholarship. So just go visit and these websites to get the more information about the scholarship, or you can visit us as well to get the more details on it. So also we have certain government scholarships which has been provided by the AICT, certain scholarship for the low income group. Some scholarship only focuses on the girls' education. If you have only one child of girl, or if you have two girls, then what will be the various scholarship will be provided. Some scholarship only talking about the merit-based, only for the girls, right? And that girls must have a certain percentage or the level of income. So scholarship have the various avenues and the various dimensions. The dimensions could be a demographic, the dimensions could be affirmative groups, dimensions could be your sports, could be your merit, or it could be your anything which is available in the particular corporate's information in that particular scholarship details. Now, where to apply? So you have to visit this particular website to get the more information. Now, these are the various career paths which is available, as we have already discussed about it. Now, fuel scholarship. As I have mentioned, we also provide the certain scholarship to the student, and this is completely 100% scholarship, right? We are not charging a single rupee from a student. Again, we have some certain specification for the deserving student. Now, who will decide who that particular student is deserving? So when I'm saying that XYZ company or XYZ corporate is providing us a scholarship backup, then definitely that scholarship will be categorized into the types which we have discussed. Either the merit-based scholarship, either that student must be a female candidate, or that student must be from the lower income group, or that student must be from the crisis based, right? So basis on these categories only the scholarships will be provided. Now the various sectors are available when we are talking or discussing about the scholarship, and although these scholarships are completely for the academic backup, and why we strengthen our academic to definitely get into the market, right? So this is not the case when you are getting your education on the scholarship, then you are not going to get the placement. So we have certain case studies, we have certain beneficiaries that I'm going to cover in the next slide, where these students have placed in the various MNCs. So that is a placement part is also important, where the placement, nowadays you are going to get the placement in the IT services, banking and financials. So when I'm saying HDFC is giving a scholarship to you, and if you are a beneficiary of the HDFC scholarship, so definitely HDFC is going to track your academic progress. So when I'm giving a money to any beneficiary, so it is the beneficiaries as well as the scholarship providers' responsibility to check the academic progress of the particular beneficiary. And the academic progress is good, then that scholarship provider could be your future recruiter. So that is also important part to go for the scholarship and have these information, especially the corporate scholarship, that no one knows it. Everybody is going to tell you about the government scholarship, that is the basic MahaDBT scholarship. तुम्ही कॅपराउंड मधनं ॲडमिशन घ्या, तुम्हाला गव्हर्नमेंटकडनं स्कॉलरशिप मिळेल. तुम्ही ओपनमध्ये असाल तर तुम्ही EBC अप्लाय करा, तुम्ही OBCमध्ये असाल तर तुम्हाला 50% मिळेल. या स्कॉलरशिप तुम्हाला सगळे सांगतील, आणि या स्कॉलरशिप मिळतातही. त्याचे गव्हर्नमेंटचे पोर्टल्स आहेत. DT वरनं ॲडमिशन घेतलं, MahaDBTचा फॉर्म भरा, तुम्हाला स्कॉलरशिप मिळेल. त्याच्यातही मुलांच्या चुका होतात. पण या व्यतिरिक्त सुद्धा जरी माझं माझं कॅपराऊंडमधनं ॲडमिशन नाही आहे आणि मी जर 6 लाख फीज भरली आहे माझ्या कोर्ससाठी, तर मी कुठली तरी अशी एखादी कॉर्पोरेट स्कॉलरशिप बघू शकेन की जिथं मला या 6 लाखासाठी फायनान्शियल सपोर्ट मिळेल आणि हे 6 लाख मला परत त्या कंपनीला द्यायचंही नाही आहेत. आणि जेव्हा एखादा कॉर्पोरेट पार्टनर अंडर CSR तुम्हाला एज्युकेशनसाठी स्कॉलरशिप देतो आहे, दॅट company, that corporate partner could be your future recruiter, right? So that is very important for us to understand this CSR scholarship or the corporate scholarship provided by the various corporates. So understanding about the scholarship, like how we define the scholarship, that we know that it's a financial support and that we are not supposed to repay it back, right? And it will be depends upon your merit and the other avenues which we have already discussed. So importance of scholarship in the today's education, why it is important to apply for the scholarship. आधी असायचं अरे ह्यांनी स्कॉलरशिप घेतलं म्हणजे इन्कम कमी असेल. नो, as we know that rising cost, as we know that many of everyone is going in the bank and applying for the education loan, then you go for the job, you're from the first salary you pay your first EMI as well. असं झाले, पहिल्या सॅलरीतनं तुम्ही तुमचा पहिला EMI भरता, right? Because that is how education loan works. But the CSR or the other scholarship provided by the corporate, it doesn't work like that. So that is the complete backup, and that could be your future recruiter if your performance and if you're academically strong. Because you're representing yourself in the particular corporates. So that is nothing but having the understanding of the corporates, selecting the right scholarship. When you got the information about the scholarship, then how to apply for that particular scholarship also important, right? I know that today is the deadline आणि मी 11 वाजता स्कॉलरशिपचा फॉर्म भरायला बसले. Anyhow, you have submitted your application form by 11:55, but it got rejected. Because they have asked the question, have you graduated? And you didn't understand it, or maybe because of that timing, because of that tick, 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 you said no, and you have already graduated. So this happens. So that is the do's and don'ts that we have to follow while applying for the various scholarship. Right, the scholarship programs which we have already discussed, the national scholarship programs, international scholarship programs if you wanted to go for the abroad for your future studies, then the state scholarship program as I have mentioned, Cap Round Madunya, that is the government scholarship, right, and the private or corporate scholarship programs. So the type of scholarship programs, merit-based. Then what is the meaning of the merit-based? Definitely you are you should be academically strong. Need-based means maybe you're from the below income category, or maybe it is only for the girl child, or maybe it is only for the single child. Okay, it depends upon the, who is providing the particular scholarship. Then we have the demographic and specific scholarship. Again, the various affirmative group societies and the various categories of the societies come into existence. Institutional scholarship, as I have mentioned, fits in the institutional scholarship where we have the backup from the corporates. Then the private and the external scholarship, we have, do you know the Pune wala group, Pune wala foundation? सबको पता होगा ना? They have their very big office in the Koregaon Park, Pune wala FinCorp. So Pune wala foundation, what they do, they provide the scholarships, and it's a external and the private scholarship. They don't have any backup. They provide their own scholarship to the girl child. They take up the ownership of the particular girl. They take up the ownership of the education of the particular group. That is nothing but the private and the external scholarship opportunities which is available. So that's why Buddy for Study is one of the, I can say, good platform where you can visit and search for the various scholarship according to the category for which you are looking for. Then we have why timely awareness of the scholarship is critical. As I know that, I understand no one knows about the scholarship. Then at the end of the application, you're applying for the scholarship. It is also important because we are getting the financial support. We are also, there is no responsibility on the student that we have to repay that. म्हणजे तुमची पहिली सॅलरी ही तुमची पहिली EMI नसणार आहे तुम्हाला स्कॉलरशिप मिळाल्यामुळे. Then also merit recognition will be there, right? If I am saying the Poonawala FinCorp is giving the scholarship to two of my students who are from the finance background, definitely they are going to take them for the Poonawala FinCorp because they know it. And we do have this kind of hope stories with us, right? So these are the hope stories, guys. Whenever you see somebody is getting the scholarship and having very from a humble background, or maybe got the scholarship from their sports talent, and they are making certain good in their career, these are the hope stories for you to motivate yourself to go ahead. Then the overview of major government scholarship. These are the Pragati is one of the scholarship which has been provided by the AICTE. Again, the scholarship platforms. If you want, you can take a photo of it. Then, as I mentioned, the HDFC Bank Parivartans program. This is also scholarship, and the last date to apply for that scholarship is December 2025. So you can check out the HDFC's website and check whether you or your sibling or any relative or friends can be fit into that particular scholarship. This is the again corporate scholarship provided by the HDFC Bank. They have also mentioned, if you can see, they have very clearly mentioned if anybody is applying for the scholarship and having a child from class 1 to 6, the scholarship cost is 15,000. Now the students sitting in front of me, they are the PG students or the PG student from any professional courses. So maybe you will get the benefit of 35,000 or 75,000 yearly. So 35,000 on 75,000 is a big amount, guys. Getting a job of 35,000, you have to at least stress out your 4 nights, right? And again, you have to stress out your 2 months because company is going to take your 4 round. Then again, make you wait for 15 days. That we will get back to you shortly, right? So you know that how hard it is to earn 35,000 or 75,000. So that kind of scholarship you can easily get by applying perfectly and correctly and finding out the various information. Again, the AICT Saksham, then it is a Suzlon scholarship. So these are the various corporate scholarships are available. Kotak Kadya. Again, as I have mentioned, do's and don'ts, do not apply at the end. Whatever information is given, please read out the information correctly, fill the documents correctly, because application of the scholarship is the main thing, because based on your application, the candidates will be shortlisted. It is nothing but the screening test for you all. Right? When you fill or when you apply anywhere, it is nothing but the screening test, how you answer to the given questions in the application form. Some of the application forms I have seen where they have asked what is your future, like why you wanted to apply for these particular scholarship, right? So basis on the answer, the student gets selected. Please do not use AI. AI का आंसर पता चल जाता, चैट जीपीटी ने काढलेलं उत्तर लक्षात येतं. Now everybody is expert in AI. So that is very important. So here various list is given, especially these are the commonly asked list of the documents. So these list of the documents are mentioned, definitely your academic proof, then your residential proof, any income proof. If you are not earning, then the family income proof. If it is a salaried, the income proof will be the salary slip. If you have a business, then the balance sheet. Then depend upon if you are coming from certain categories, then the document, supporting document of it. If it is a merit-based scholarship, so you have to mention each and every certificate which you have got based on your merit. Maybe you have given certain examinations of the scholarship where you have got the certificates of it. So certain list of the documents which you have to keep in your mind to get or to fill into the particular scholarship form. So this is nothing but the hope story, guys, girls. Especially I would like to focus on that girl story. The girl, her name is Nikita Vevare, and she has done the PGDM. And now she is placed in Syngenta. She is from very humble background and she got the scholarship from one of the best corporate. So getting placed is Syngenta, you can check out yourself, it is very hard and it is not easy that Syngenta is going to, go in each and every college and each and every applicant which is been received from their career portal, right? So now she's got a very good package of around 4.5 to 5, right? And it's been a year she's working there. So there are various scholar like hope stories I can present. So bridging dreams and opportunities with the CSR scholarship, that is the main motive behind us. And we are in a position to provide all this information to the various students or the various beneficiaries because of the guidance which we are continuously getting from Mr. Ketan Deshpande sir, CEO and founder of Friends Union for Energizing Life. So I hope now if somebody asks you about something or somebody discussing about their career goals with you or maybe discussing about where to take the admission and what are the fees of the particular courses, you can definitely recommend them. There are certain scholarships are available. So what is the fees you have, what is your paying capacity, where you want to apply. Basis on that, you can simply visit the various portals available and apply for the scholarship. So thank you so much. And please do visit our stall number 1112, so where you will get the more information about it. Thank you so much.
So, thank you, ma'am. Actually, it's kind of an if and then process. If you are really interested and if you really listen what is being told, if you are aware of what things are going around, and if you have that capability to grasp each and everything that is in front of you, only then you can be traced till what is scholarship. Scholarship seems out to be a very short term, small term, but the intensity of scholarship can really change anyone's career and careeristic life. So thanks a lot Prachi Ahir Rao madam to be on stage of Pune Times Mirror and Civic Mirror. I met Ketan Deshpande sir twice last week in Kolhapur and in Pune. He's really visionary man, and the organization, the aim he has kept in his mind to run this fuel is really amazing. Thank you for Fuel to be part of this Education Expo, and thanks a lot Prachi ma'am to be on the stage of Pune Times Mirror. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to call upon Revenue Head, Pune Times Mirror and Civic Mirror, Nitin Solanki sir, to felicitate Professor Prachi Ahir Rao ma'am ahead of the guidance she gave to students. Both please be on stage. Akshay sir. Akshay sir. Fuel being partner of Pune Times Mirror and Civic Mirror for this Education Expo 2025. And continuously, as ma'am told in her, I guess, 35 minutes of speech, that how scholarship can change career of a student, and the way you have to keep your brain alive. I was just observing everyone that the example of students are very, very lively, that how we really ignore such simple things. So these are very important aspects, and it's time to felicitate her for her guidance she gave on stage. As I said, like to call upon Nitin Solanki sir, Revenue Head of Pune Times Mirror and Civic Mirror, to felicitate Professor Prachi Ahir Rao ahead of the speech she had. A round of applause from everybody. Thank you, Fuel. Thank you, Nitin sir, and thank you, Prachi ma'am. Thank you. Just observing everyone, that the example of students are very, very lively, that how we really ignore such simple things. So these are very important aspects, and it's time to felicitate her for her guidance she gave on stage. As I said, I'd like to call upon Nitin Solanki sir, Revenue Head of Pune Times Mirror and Civic Mirror, to felicitate Professor Prachi Ahir Rao ahead of the
बॉस आपल्याला लाईव्ह नाही जायचं, फक्त शूट घ्यायचं.
everybody. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Nitin sir, and thank you, Prachi ma'am. Thank you. तिकडे ठीक आहे.